Hello Leo, it's Sunny, and this is your monthly for June 2016. Hopefully you guys can have an awesome month. Keep in mind that these are just general readings and I may not talk about your situation nor make sense. You will be alright. I suggest that you listen to your rising, your moon, and or your sun signs because those signs may give you more clarity during this time. And if you would like a more personal in-depth reading with me, please check out my website, which is www.thesunnyglow.com. Yes. I currently have a special going on, so if you want to check that out, that would be awesome. But let's see what's going on for my Leos for the month of June. Many of you are okay. I saw two images. Let me turn this down. I saw a really big boulder, and then I saw a wedding dress. So many of you, with these two combinations, there may be some blockages going on within your romantic life. Maybe some of you want to get married, or there's stops and delays, cold feet with marriage during this time. Maybe you're changing your views about love. Maybe you're being more, to yourself when it comes to love. Or maybe you're breaking chains from karmic cords that has delayed you from finding true love. Some of you, I feel like you may find love during this month, but June seems to be a very good time for you to find love within yourselves. The angels are saying that it takes two. Okay, so just find someone who you're equally compatible with. Also, I feel like many of you, you're being guided into a new foundation, a new territory, new direction. It's definitely time for you to close the door on things that has caused you unhappiness, okay? Many of you, you may be thinking about starting over, doing things differently within your life, and you may be taking better care of yourself. You're seeing things for what they are, and you are waiting for new opportunities. Ooh. This card popped out. Okay, so just know that you will have triumph success. Okay, you will have triumph. And you will have to move forward. It may be a bit hard, but you will be okay. Important message for Leos for June 2016. First card on the top. Okay, mental conflict. So, please know that you need to get the hell out of your head and try not to imagine the worst, and don't let someone get the best of you. Really interesting because I kept seeing the number 2, like the angels just said, it takes 2. So yes, someone may cause you pain, but just know that you are the other half and you can get yourself out of that. So yeah, this card keeps bending funny, so this lets me know that please choose wisely. Be mindful of the direction that you're going to, and just be mindful of like who you want to let into your life, to be honest. So I'm going to pull these cards out since they were important. And I'm going to do a silk to cross reading. And I am reading reversals. So let's see. June 2016. For some reason, the angels are giving me the name of Ashley. Maybe an Ashley will be important to you. And if your name is Ashley, maybe you just need to put yourself first, okay? Or this may be an angel or spirit guide, whatever. June 2016 for Leos. Many of you, you want intimacy. You want a true being. I do feel like some of you, you may find a connection with a Taurus, an Aries, or a Capricorn. And this may be their sun, their moon, and your rising. And or their rising in the month of June. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so with the card on the bottom, this lets me know that many of you, you are going to have to find your way out of stagnation. Things may be a bit weird. I do feel like some of you, there may be some traveling delays towards the first half of June, or there's a lack of security, like maybe you don't feel complete with someone, or you just don't feel complete in general. Many of you, you may be torn in many directions. Maybe you have options. Maybe you're seeing that plans did not go your way. If this is the case, just know that you will be all right. I'm picking up more just feeling lost and feeling out in the cold. I'm hearing for a lot of you. Some of you, there may be some financial issues. I'm picking up if you were in a car wreck, or if you had to make repairs on your car, then you may have lack of money. Yeah. But the month of May was kind of conflicting for a lot of my Leos. Many of you did feel out in the cold, and you felt very hurt by something or someone. I do feel like many of you, like you may have been staying up at night, or just you had a lot of anxiety, like things were getting to you. I'm hearing medical bills for some of you. Just mental issues, and just letting things truly get the best of you. I do feel like some of you, like you may have had some bizarre dreams towards the end of May. So that's very interesting. But the crowning energy, I do feel like I heard something is getting a second chance, and you can take this how you want to, but I feel like with this energy, many of you, you're getting a second chance at improving your life. I feel like the month of June should just be about you. Okay, yes, there may be some connections with relationships, but overall, I feel that you guys need to find happiness within yourself, because there is a card. Let me turn this shit down. Because there is a card that is of yours that is in reverse. So yeah, we don't need that. Okay, but I feel that many of you, you're going through a transformation, or you need to go through a serious transformation, with this being the crowning energy. You guys are going to be able to, I'm hearing, repent, or there's something guiding you. You're going to be able to do things all over again. Something is having a closure upon something. You're able to look at things from a different point of view, or you're just more understanding of endings. Okay, I feel like there's more, yeah, like basically you're just more understanding of things. Things that you were very sad about in the past, you're just like, I mean, it is what it is. Like some of you may still be kind of burdened and sad by some things, but you're understanding that it is what it is. You are tying loose ends, or you need to. I feel like your judgment upon situations or people are more understanding during this time, which is really interesting, because for the foundation, many of you, you are gaining a final judgment upon something. Okay, so I feel like for many of you, things will be in your control, or you have some sort of leeway to gain your control in a lot of situations. I do feel like some of you, you may be dealing with air signs during this time: Aquarius, Geminis, and Libras, and this may be their sun, their moon, and or their rising. I feel like some of you, you may have some conflicts with these people, especially with the King of Swords being in the challenge position. You and these people may not see eye to eye. I feel like some of you, there may be divorce going on from my older Leos, and this is only if like you're married. Okay, like if you've been in marriage for 3 or more years, I do see that some of you may go through a divorce or separation. Many of you, you're learning from your experiences. You're seeing things for what they are. You've gained wisdom, you've gained growth, and great understanding of what it is that you need to do to move forward. I do feel like many of you, I'm hearing you're surrendering to things. Maybe you're surrendering to, like having negative thoughts, or just, I feel like many of you, like you seriously wanted a lot of control in May, and you were very defeated with that. And I feel that you have learned a lesson in May, which will transpire into June. And I feel like with you guys kind of surrendering to your God and angels, and you're like, okay, whatever it is, just let me go through it. I feel like this is when your God and angels are going to be like, okay, since you're surrendering now and you aren't being stubborn, let us know what you truly want this time. I feel like you guys, so honestly, with the Choose Wisely card, be mindful of what it is that you want, because your God and your angels, they're always listening to you. But honestly, I really do feel like you guys have the chance to truly get what you want. So please be careful what you wish for. I feel like many of you, you may be thinking about going back to school or seeking counseling or just talking to somebody. Many of you, you are putting your foot down to a lot of situations. You may have your guard up with certain situations as well, okay? But for the challenge with the King of Swords, you may have some issues with somebody who's really cold or someone who you aren't really seeing eye to eye with. I feel like there has been some distance between you and this person. They don't have to be an air sign. I'm picking up the characteristics of this person. They're very intelligent. They always have an answer for everything. Like, everything has to be their way. I'm hearing up that they can be very selfish and very big-headed, narcissistic sometimes. They have dark features, whether they have tan skin or dark hair. I'm picking up that there is something about them that acts, don't take offense to this, but something about them, like they're very social, like they fit in any crowd. I'm hearing that they're very urban, to be honest, like they have an urban soul. Yeah, I'm picking up that you may cut this person off, or you may cut restrictions with this person, like you're putting this person on a leash. That's what I'm hearing. So some of you, like if you've been having issues with your mate, like you may be putting them in a doghouse, or they may be putting you in a doghouse. It just depends. I do feel like if you have any court cases going on, don't be too assertive. Like, speak your piece, but just be mindful. I'm picking that proof is in the paper, so you don't have to defend yourself too much if you know that you've done right, or if you know that, like, okay, this person is lying. Like, you don't have to, no, they did this, they did that. There's proof in the paper, so the judge will see it if you are dealing with any court cases, okay? The angels with this, for some reason, they're also saying don't give up. Please be careful of the things that you say as well. I do feel like many of you, if you are looking for sympathy, be cautious about that, because you may not get sympathy during the month of June. I do feel like you guys are going to have to develop a lot of tough skin, okay? If you're looking for a pity party, you may not get that. You may get people who are going to say, look, you need to cut that shit out and keep it pushing, okay? Because I'm picking up the angels are saying no more whining. We don't like whiners. Many of you, you may have some issues with a Gemini or someone who's very flip-floppy, because I keep looking at the butterflies on top, and I consider my Geminis butterflies, so that's kind of interesting. I feel like many of you, like, you need to be careful of you being confused, or you placing confusion into your mind. With the number 2, like I said, yes, it takes 2 for things to happen, but you can always isolate yourself. You can be the bigger person to say, hey, this isn't right. I feel like this is going to be a really good time for many of you to say, hey, something is not right. I'm putting my foot down with something, okay? So make sure that you grow wise to signs and decisions and situations during this time. Your mindset, okay, this actually felt reversed. It was actually upright. I do feel that many of you, you do need to calm down. Your ego may be a bit too big. Like, some of you may come off really stubborn, or like just really whiny or defensive or on guard upon things, especially with the Queen of Swords. Like, you just may be very on guard and cold. Some of you, you may not be yourself during early June, okay, especially if you've gone through a lot. But I feel like you guys are going to have to push through. You seriously are going to have to push through. I feel like you have a lot of options, or your mind is going into many places, which is really interesting. I think, no, this isn't. But this is kind of similar, even though they're different cards. This is actually the 7 of Cups, okay? But it's very similar how, like, there's different directions. Like, there's sticks and there's fingers pointing into different directions. I do feel like you are going to have to find your way out of the madness. You're going to have to find your way out of the maze that you created yourself. Because I do feel like many of you, even though there may have been someone who has put, you in a weird place, you've allowed for it to happen. So you do have to take account upon things to a degree. To a degree, okay? Speaking of degree, I feel like some of you, you may decide to go back to school, or you may get a raise. I'm hearing that some of you, you may get a raise. or some sort of income is coming in. Many of you may be aware of competition during this time, but I feel like the only competition that you should be worried about is yourself, like just pushing yourself, being your own cheerleader, getting up every morning and saying, hey, we have to go to work, or like, well, you have to go to work. You have to have a good attitude. I feel like with this, you seriously need to push yourself. With the advice, think about who's important. Focus on your reason for living and ask yourself, okay, why do I strive so hard? Why do I work so hard? It could be your children. It could be more money. It could be a better self. Like whatever the case may be, focus on what's more important, okay? Because you will see more abundance in that. And if you are single, you will find somebody who will match that. But I feel like you do need to pay attention to what's important. Focus on your goals, but stay present. Please stay present. Because some of you, I'm seeing where the past has fucked you up, okay? I do feel like some of you that you may be relocating. I feel like some of you, like you may be going to a historic location. Like I feel like the area is booming. Like there's a lot of production in this area, whether this is factory or it has like a lot of historic landmarks. You may be moving there or visiting there. I feel like some of you, there may be a new baby coming in the picture, or you are just really paying more attention to your children, especially if they're young. I'm picking up less than 5 years old. Like you're really paying more attention to them. I'm hearing like family is just what you truly need to focus on if you do have a family. But if you want a family, I feel like you need to better yourself and really change yourself for the better. And if someone comes your way who you are very compatible with, then that's awesome, but just give it some time. Just give it time. I feel like things are coming full circle for a lot of my Leos. Only if you allow for it to happen and if you see the blessings within your downfalls. I'm hearing that some of you, like you may feel cursed. Whether you feel cursed with money or you feel cursed with love, there may be, you know, everybody went through this whole karmic cord thing, and some of you, like you just like, oh, I'm cursed with bad luck. Don't say that. Don't say that. You're speaking that into existence. I'm picking up that harmony is coming into your life, or there needs to be harmony. For some reason, I'm picking up that some of you may discover that there's Irish in your family, or you are connecting with someone who is of Irish descent, or they have like red hair, whether it's their hair or their beard. Something of them is red, okay? And this person may play a significant role within your life. I feel like this person is fairly new. You may have known them for 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. I feel like you met them either in mid-May or you will meet them in June, early June. The angels are saying standpoint. I don't know why they said standpoint. So some of you, maybe you need to make a point to certain people, like, you know, like tell them, hey, I want this, or I have goals. I feel like you need to let people know what you want before starting anything, so people don't get hurt and so things won't get confused. And I also feel like this is for job as well. If you're going on interviews, like tell them, hey, you know, I have this going for me, I have goals. I feel like you guys need to be upfront. Like say, you know, I'm not trying to be upfront, but, well, hell, you kind of are being upfront. Well, like not trying to seem pushy, but, you know, I do expect a raise within a year. Like that's my goal. I plan on being manager in a year. Like let people know like your goals, because I feel like people, especially people who are higher of you or people who you want to blend, like relationship wise with, I feel like they're going to look at you like, okay, this person got something going for them. I feel like you guys need to have that confidence. Many of you may have been put in situations where you felt really defeated and you were kind of walking with your tail in between your legs because you were very hurt, okay? And I feel like many of you, like you are going to soften up towards late June. Like early June, you're going to be like rawr and like want to scratch everybody and be mean. But I feel like many of you, like you're going to become more soft and more happy. I feel like there's going to be some happiness in certain parts of June. So the angels are saying June 2nd or 22nd. So be aware of those dates. I feel like your hopes and fears. with this, many of you may be expecting or hoping for an apology from somebody. Honey, you may not get it. You may not get it. You may. Many of you may get an apology from a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, and this may be their sun, their moon, and or their rising, but I feel that some of you are not going to be happy with it. If you are expecting just off the top, just waterworks, or a legit emotional, like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know what you guys are expecting, but you may not get it from this water sign person, okay? You may not. You may just get, okay, I'm sorry for how you feel, or I'm sorry that this happened. Like, if you are expecting for this person to say, oh, let's get back together, or whatever the case may be, some of you may not get that. I'm picking up 60 to 70% of my Leos who have dealt with the water sign, whether this is their sun, their moon, and on their rising, or you may not get that from this person, or this person who has woman issues, like mother issues, or they don't know how to treat women. They don't have to be a water sign. If you felt like someone has disrespected you, or if you know that this person has had issues with their mother in the past, and if you're expecting an apology from this person, you aren't going to be happy with it. But I mean, it's all right. But I do feel, on a brighter note, many of you are repairing after battle. So you've definitely been mentally wounded from a lot, and you're just seeing things for what they are. I do feel that some of you may still be holding on to people who has cause for you to feel wounded and trapped, and I'm hearing secluded. Many of you may have decided to, go back into your shell and go back into your little cave because of hurt that someone else has placed upon you. But I mean, that's understandable. Do take some time to heal. But at the end of the day, like, you can't hide from the world because of 1 or 5 people. Like, you can't do that. You really, really can't do that. I do feel like many of you may be relapsing, some of you. So you may be falling back into a past relationship, or you may be falling back into past habits, past guilt, past emotions. Please be aware of the past, anything coming back, past emotions. I feel there may be some past bills that you guys may not be expecting, or extra late fees I'm hearing. I do feel like some of you, you may be hit blindsidedly with someone else wanting to leave your life, or there may be an unexpected argument coming your way. I do feel like for some of you, you may find a new relationship that's going to be very unexpected, to be honest. And I feel like this person is kind of going to sweep you off your feet. This is for some of you, okay? And I feel like there's a strong connection with blue to this person. This person, their favorite color may be blue. They may have a blue car, or you may meet them while they're wearing blue. Something about this person in blue. And I feel like they're a handy person. Like, they may be a carpenter. I'm hearing mailman, because mailmen wear blue. I guess it just depends upon what area you live in. But this person, like, they're very crafty. They may be a plumber, or they do construction work. They seem kind of husky, kind of husky. But I mean, that's interesting. Or they have like a labor factory work. For external influences, once again, I do feel like the past is going to play a big part. But honestly, with this, I'm picking up on like refreshing energy. I feel like you guys, you're really thinking about creating foundation, creating a home, creating happiness for you and your family. Some of you may be really thinking about marriage, and I find that really cool with me talking about marriage, in the beginning, and you focusing on your kids. So many of you, like, you're really thinking about family. Some of you, there may be an unexpected pregnancy for some, which may cause for you to have, like, for you to get married. So that may be kind of weird, because it's like kind of forced, because I am picking up some forced marriages because of people just kind of just want to have something, or because of children. And I'm picking up that this is kind of for my younger Leos, like less than 30 years old, okay? So from 16 to 30 years old. Because I'm picking up on like a lot of young energy, like really, really young, still in high school young. But I'm also picking up for, I'm hearing status quo. Like many of you, like you are receiving insights from your God and angels. Even though this is not a spiritual card, this is more of like a religious kind of orthodox kind of card. But I feel that many of you, you're taking more value in your religion. You're taking more value in your faith. I do feel like there's going to be some job interviews, or you're looking to people of higher power to give you something, rather this is through interviews. Maybe you're trying to get a loan, maybe you're trying to, you know, get into lease, real estate, investment, stock. And I do feel like you are going to gain a really profitable offer, like whatever it is that you're trying to get into, like institution as well, trying to get into school. You guys are going to receive a good offer. So I mean, that's a beautiful thing. Really interesting, because 5 and 6. So just know that change is coming your way and you are going to receive something beautiful. But I do feel like you're going to have to be able to compromise or match what this person has given to you, or let them know like you can match them and do more. Okay, so you're really going to have to sell yourself, like really sell yourself. Even if you feel like you can't, you're going to have to push yourself, especially with the 7 of Wands. Definitely push yourself to greater heights, my Leos. In the near future, I feel like many of you, you are going to be happy. Maybe you're going to get pregnant, or you're going to find someone to really, you know, match you and love you for who you are. This is for some of my Leos, honey. It may not apply to everybody. Every Leo that I read for may not find love in June. It's a general reading, okay? Because some of y'all be about to claw me up when y'all be like, I didn't find love. What you talking about, Sonny? So girl, be patient. Just better yourself. Focus on you, and then love will come to you once that energy of the past is cleared, okay? Because some of y'all still holding on to past energy. Please know that. But with the 7 of Cups, and also with this, I feel like many of you, you need to be mindful of your expectations with love. Like, be realistic about love, because some of you, like, you may be in this fantasy, like you have a picture perfect male, like, or woman of who you want, and you know that may not be what you can achieve right now. So take baby steps and work your way up. I mean, honey, if you can find a man that makes 10 figures, kudos to you, especially if that's what you're looking for. But you know, sometimes you have to think realistically of what you can get right now. Many of you, you may be thinking about moving. You may be moving to the countryside, or I just keep picking up there's somewhere that has a lot of historical landmarks, rather this is buildings or mountains, or there's a famous lake. There's something historical about a new area that some of you will go into. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of trees. There's going to be places where people can like just live comfortably. I do feel like many of you, you know, there's going to be a sense of happiness. There's a sense of complete energy for a majority of you during this time. So, you know, like, just remain focused on beautiful things, please. Okay, but the outcome of June, maybe early June. My mom's calling me. Some of you, you may be missing your mother during this time, or like I said, if you do have babies, you may be really focused on motherhood. But please be mindful of your direction, what it is that you want to do. Many of you, you may have a lot of choices to make, okay? Because also when I see this card, I think about choices. Traveling, many of you, you may be traveling a lot. Whether this is traveling to new locations or you're traveling spiritually. I do feel like I'm hearing the message, don't put your cart before your horses. So truly focus on what's important and plan things out. I really do feel like your divine God and angels are giving you the chance to like kind of have control if they feel like you deserve the control, and if they feel like you're in a stable mindset to do so, which is why I'm telling you to truly push yourself and to learn from your experiences and gain wisdom in order for you to get this control that you honestly deserve. Because I feel like many of you understand stuff, okay, and you know what you need to do. But if you are a Leo if you're still in May and focusing on the hurt in May, then honey, everything's just gonna be out of whack for you. So just just be cautious about that, because I do feel like many of you, you're going to have the chance to move forward beautifully, okay? 2 extra cards that I pulled out. Please be careful of you guys just I feel like with this, you guys are going to have a lot on your plate and a lot of responsibilities. So your pretty glow may not be as bright with you guys being a fire sign. So yeah, your attitude or your feisty nature may not be as bold. I feel like this is more early June, to be honest. I feel like there's some stagnation with some of you. There may be a lack of clarity for some. Maybe you aren't sure about the direction that you need to head into. For some of you, I hate to say, I do feel like there is going to be some separation or breakups within something. There may be some issues going on with children. Whether you're having children who are very, very emotional, very sassy children, I'm hearing, especially if they have a lot of fire sign in their chart, especially Leo. Yeah, if they have Leo in their chart, it's going to be very hard for you to really get along with your child. I also feel like there may be some, I hate to say, like maybe miscarriage or complications with pregnancy. If you are, like, them, you may be having a lot of cramps. And if you aren't pregnant, I just feel like there's just cramps in general, like something is going on with ovaries and stuff like that. Yeah, like your tubes, something going on with your tubes. So if you have been having pain or weird cramps, go see your doctor. I'm not trying to alarm you. I'm just telling you what the angels are telling me. Alright, with this, I don't feel anything too negative. I do feel like if there are separations with relationships, it's because of another party. Or someone was just gambling the relationship, like not taking it seriously. There was a lack of friendship or a true bond with the connection. But I also feel like many of my Leos, like if you've been partying in the past, like you may be saying, okay, why did I ever party? I feel like many of you, like, you don't want to go out. Like, you just want to focus on what's important. You're focusing more on family life. You're focusing more on, like, building a foundation for yourself. I do feel like many of you, like, you may be cutting off some friends if they, you know, are into the party lifestyle, and if they haven't changed. Because many of you, you're looking for change. You're looking for updating. You're looking for your way up. And honey, sometimes we have to cut cords to people who can't move up with, you know, with us. So it's okay. So let's see. Important messages for Leos for June 2016. 3 cards. Important message for Leos for June 2016. You need to break out of the shell that you placed yourself in. Power. Please know that you must have the strength and determination to move forward. I do feel like with this card, this is actually the strength card. I just think about wisdom every time I see this card with the aged man. So have wisdom with everything that you've dealt with, especially with the Queen of Swords. I'm hearing, what would your elders do? Have the strength of your grandparents. Because to me, grandparents are very, very strong. Especially dealing with what they dealt with in the past and stuff like that. They're very, very strong. So just really focus on your family and building that strong foundation for your family or future family. So if you are single, make sure you're going to be with somebody who wants what you want. Universe. Oh, beautiful. This is the World card. Beautiful blessings are heading your way. Your divine God and angels are definitely pushing you into a more secure place. I'm hearing location. So some of you may be thinking about moving during this time, whether this is out of state or you're moving some miles away. I do feel like things are lining up for you, so be thankful for it. Okay. Oh, third eye chakra. Very beautiful time for you to connect with your divine God and angels. Your intuition, you know, may be strong during this time, and you may have a lot of vivid dreams throughout the month of June. Or you're going to be able, I'm picking up that you're going to be able to pick up on people's energy and what they're thinking, and you may be able to complete other people's sentences during this time. Or you may be attracting a lot of karmic people. Or some of you may find a connection with someone who you are compatible with on a very spiritual level, and everything just feels right with this person. But please take it slow. First card on the bottom, prosperity begins. So whatever you focus on in the month of June, just know that it's going to grow. I do feel like this month is fairly beautiful for you, so be thankful for it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. Good luck with everything, and I will see you in mid-June. Bye.